Hello and welcome to this video on question 59 of chapter 1. So since this question involves a table with a lot of values, I'm just going to show you it on the assignment sheet. So here is question 59, and it says each of the continuous functions in the table below is increasing, but each increases differently. Match each graph at the right with the function that grows in a similar fashion in the table. So at first, even though you may be confused, you see the three functions f of x, g of x, and h of x. Each one corresponds to one of these. So you can see that x increases by 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 each time the x value increases by 1. So what we want to do in this problem to find which of these functions corresponds to which of the graphs at the right, you really want to find the differences between these values right here, which will tell you the slope, because basically the difference in x, we know, as I said, is 1. So when you calculate the difference in y and put it over 1, the difference in x, because you know the difference in y over the difference in x is the slope. So when you calculate the difference in y, you will find the slope, and the differences in the slopes will tell you which graph corresponds to which function. So for the first one, you can see that from 1 to 2, f of x changes by 4.8. Okay, so we can write that down here. Okay, so that changes by 4.8, and then from 68.8 to 74.6, that changes by 5.8. Okay, and then from 74.6 to 81.5, that changes by 6.9. Okay, and then from 81.5 to 89.8, that changes by 8.3. And so you can see that the slope is increasing, okay, for f of x. So for which of these graphs is the slope increasing? You may want to pause and think about which of these graphs has an increasing slope. Okay, hopefully you paused and had a chance to think about it, but the correct answer would be C. So f of x matches with C. You can see the slope starts near 0, and then it steadily increases. And the way you look at slope is from left to right. So since the slope is increasing as you move from left to right, C is the correct choice for f of x. So we can just note that right here. Okay. And then, so g of x, right away, you can see from 38 to 52, you subtract 38 from 52, the difference is 14. You subtract 52 from 66, the difference is also 14. And same when you subtract 66 from 80. So you can see the difference remains constant, the slope is constant, which is clearly line A, or function A, which is a straight line, since the slope does not change. So A is g of x. Okay, and then for the last one, you see difference between 22 and 42.9 is 20.9. Then the difference between 42.9 and 57.3 is 14.4. The difference between 57.3 and 68.5 is 11.2. So if you keep going, you'll see that the difference continually decreases. Okay, so the slope is decreasing, and even though B is the only choice we're left with, you can see that the slope of this graph is decreasing. It starts off as a pretty large, steep positive slope, and then it levels out as x approaches infinity. So the slope kind of goes to 0 as x increases. So B is the correct choice for h of x. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope you learned how to match each of these functions with their appropriate graphs by judging their slope.